My fellow Americans, you know, I feel like we had a fairly good childhood growing up. We weren't rich by any imagination, but, every summer we always went on a trip with Dad to either the beach or to Disney out west or up to Washington or something like that. We never had the newest console. We'd always have to go to like Blockbuster or something like that, rent the console and a game. Nostalgia is a funny thing. You can see something or smell something or hear something and it'll bring you back to your childhood, back to simpler times when you didn't have to pay rent. But there are some things from your childhood that go away for good, like Blockbuster or purple ketchup. Sometimes those things come back, but there's one thing from my childhood that I never thought I would see ever again. I can't even remember the last time that I had it. We just stopped getting it, and then one day I was like, wait a minute, I haven't had this in a long time. Let me go run to the store and see if they have it. Come to find out that they don't make it anymore. And those, my friends, are Dunkaroos. I was always eat the cookie first and then just finger the icing. But I digress. Ladies and gentlemen, they have brought back the Dunkaroos. I saw it on Facebook and I just had to have it. This is my childhood right here. If I could go to a Blockbuster and rent a movie, it would just complete my childhood. This, my friend, I have not had in well over a decade. I cannot remember the last time I had me some Dunkaroos. So I've heard that they might have changed the formula or something like that, so it might not be exactly the same, but still, it's just so pleasing to know. Oh, that smell. The cookies have changed. I remember they used to be like the kangaroos, but that smell just... I've been thinking about these and, how you can remember a smell and you can think that you can smell it. It's just... Here we go. This is why they call them Dunkaroos. You dunk the cookie in there. The flavor has changed, I think, for a little bit from what I remember, but I never thought I'd be able to eat these again. It's so good. If you have never heard of Dunkaroos or had a Dunkaroo, you definitely need to find the place that sells them. I'm not sure how long they're going to be for, but you should definitely educate yourself. And also, if you don't know what Earthworm Jim is or Blockbuster is, educate yourself. So I'm not completely dunking them, because, like I said, I like to finger them. Now, I do remember there used to be a chocolate icing. But I guess they're just testing the waters to see if people buy the Dunkaroos. Yeah, I'm getting every last drop. Now, I did get enough for me to have a couple more, and also I got some for John, Casey, Jen, and Katie for when they come for the reunion. I also got one for Brittany too. I'm not sure if she's ever had a Dunkaroo or not, so we're gonna let her have one. I got something for you.
That's nice.
Here you go.
What is that?
It's a Dunkaroo. Have you ever had Dunkaroos?
No. It looks like those crackers, those Oreo or cracker cookies that you got and like Lunchables.
They're crackers that come with like a cream filling.
Yeah, that tastes so processed that it's not even funny.
They're delicious though. I'm not sure if you heard me doing the video, but watch out, the cookies kind of fly everywhere.
Yeah, they taste like regular Oreo, the regular Oreo.
Do it with the.
Yeah. That's gross.
What? No, they're delicious. That's my childhood. You're denouncing my childhood.
Yuck. You can find so many different versions, brands, all those, and they all taste exactly the same.
But this is Dunkaroos.
Exactly
No,
the same.
there's a difference to these. These are special. These are the specialist of specials.
No. They taste all the same.
Well, more for me then.
Though the other day he did compare Nina to a banana.
Is it because they rhyme?
No,
Nana,
I asked him,
banana.
I said, is it Nina or Nana? And he said, it's Nana, like a banana. Waka waka. Literally what he said. He goes, no, it's Nana, like a banana.
Waka waka.
Legitimately what he said. I cannot make it up.
That's fantastic.
I really wish I could make it up because it sounds awesome.
That's
but
fantastic.
It's real.
If only you'd have gotten it on camera.
Would you see the one that he said earlier? What was huzzah? Yeah.
Huzzah! I
Huzzah!
enjoyed. Well, we told you we were talking to George when we saw the video of him going Nina's house, Nina's house. We had a whole discussion about. Do you feel left out because he's hollering Nina's house, but this is like your house, you know? So it's funny the story y'all told when you got here because he was like, "How do you tell the difference?"
We were like, how do you tell the difference between the papas? He goes, well, I have Pee and Papa with Nina's house. And so when we got here, I was like, Papa, did you come with the house? Like, dang.
Yep.
Of course, then we had a
Like
long
a cat.
discussion on, I wonder if we should sell the house in Colorado that way too. Like, house complete with a pee-pee.
Probably just.
Are you okay over there?
Complete with a pee.
Yes, because his grandpa's name is Pee-pee.
I know.
Focus, Charlie. Oh my god.
Are you ready for the nostalgia?
I'm ready. Katrina texted me.
Didn't these like what's the tricks things? They used to look like fruits, but now they're just round. Could have sworn these looked like kangaroos back in the day.
No, now that you just get a bunch of these.
Oh.
Yeah.
Not those kind.
He said you were first. Don't look at me.
Well, Charlie, you like these, don't you?
These nuts.
Oh. You like those nuts?
Oh. Alright.
Okay.
Well, I mean,
Fill 'em up.
D's nuts. Never mind.
Does that make it any better?
Yeah, it didn't make it better. Here's what we can tell you. It didn't make it better. Did you read all that?
All right. They've been dunked. Well, that one's been dunked.
It's been dunked. Are you gonna eat it? Or are you just gonna dunk
I
it?
thought I was just supposed to dunk it.
No, you're supposed to eat it.
Wait. It's just vanilla? Or are there candy pieces in there?
Oh, there
are
are
candy pieces.
little herpes pieces in there.
Herpes pieces.
Oh, it tastes like cake.
That sounds about right.
Mmm.
This tastes like funfetti.
Yeah.
Oh Lord.
But good.
Gee.
It tastes like cake. Not so much like frosting. You know, I was expecting like frosting. Again, it's been a while. But look, there are little pieces in there, little candy pieces.
Ooh.
Dunk.
She dunked it. See, what I did was I just did small dunks, and then I fingered the rest of the icing at the end. Like I did like small portions, and then went whatever. Like I had a whole
Listen, what you do in your private life is between you and God. I'm not a child anymore. I just go for it.
You probably went for it when you were a child too.
Yeah.
Probably so. There's two kind of people in this world. There's sheeps and there's sharks. Which type ain't you ate?
Well, what are you gonna do with that? With the cookies?
Oh, it's not gonna finger it.
You gonna finger the
I'm
cookies?
not gonna finger it.
See, now you just have dry cookies. With mine, I had a little bit of sauce with each cookie, and then I got to finger the
Do
salt
you have
with
a
the
problem
icing.
with dry cookies?
Yeah, they're dry.
But
You-
they're good.
You don't like a wet cookie? You don't like a wet
These
D?
are they're kind of like a shortbread cookie, and I kind of like the shortbread flavor. To be honest, that's what I like about.
You know,
these and
they're
big
small.
cookies.
They're
I'm with them being dry because I
you know
like
they're
shortbread.
small enough that I bet if churches ran low on communion,
What? Hold on. What did you just say?
I think you just said this is like
Communion?
communion.
Mason, did that taste like
Okay, hold
the
on,
flesh
hold
of
on.
God?
Yeah, I was like,
It did.
Isn't
It
it
did
normally-
remind me of it a little
isn't
bit.
it normally we break the bread, so it's literally bread at communion?
I remember
No,
one time we had
I'm
oyster
sure it's
crackers.
the blood of Christ, right? Because it's the
Is
little
the
wine
grape-
slash
grape-
grape juice.
grape-
It's
right?
grape
Right.
juice.
And
The
the
bread
bread.
is the
The
flesh.
flesh.
Right. So wouldn't it just be bread?
No, I've had times where it was like literally like oyster crackers,
Yeah.
and then I've seen where they look like tortilla
Let's
shells,
just
or
dunk some flesh and some blood.
well, I mean, you do it without the icing. You just have
Communion.
Well,
Dunkommunion.
is that what's going on?
Is that what's gonna be the caption for this video?
Dunk communion.
Well, that's what Charlie just turned it into.
I saved that one.
Did Betty Crocker make the original?
I don't know. I
I
thought the
don't-
same thing when I started to open mine because it definitely has the Betty Crocker spin.
There's a Google for a reason, you guys, and this is very
But I'm really disappointed. To be honest, the biggest disappointment because the flavor is there. It tasted better than I thought it would after all these years. I'm disappointed that
Well,
there's a kangaroo on it. What's up with that? Where's the kangaroo?
I know, because that's the whole thing. It's
Because
Ooh,
it
original-
loses
was
its,
Betty Crocker.
its brand without the kangaroo.
The original was
Yeah.
Betty Crocker?
Betty Crocker first launched in 1990, and they were definitely
Critters.
actual kangaroo.
Yeah, definitely.
First of all,
Yes. First of all, that's a partial cookie.
I know, because you
Doesn't
gotta taste
count.
the cookie first.
You gotta taste the flesh first.
I'm getting that shortbreadiness.
Tastes decently memorable.
Smells like
Right,
short.
Remy.
Let's see, we gotta.
Now imagine all the combinations and flavors.
Yep, definitely
Did you
getting
get?
some.
Did you get one of the candies in there?
And
I
don't
don't
forget-
understand
don't forget
why
if
my
you-
parents switched to graham crackers and funfetti because that was so much cheaper than the Dunkaroos.
Okay, I'm
Yeah,
definitely
I
smelling.
understand it all now.
I'm smelling sugar.
Oh
don't
my God,
forget.
don't shove it in your face right now. I'm gonna
Don't
shove it.
forget, you don't swallow it. You can't swallow it if you're gonna do the whole flavor.
Oh, how cute.
You were wafting it wrong. You.
Mama, you wanna
don't
try a
waft it-
Dunkaroo?
Haven't you ever been in a science lab? You dunk it and then you waft with your hand.
tried it.
You waft it with your
waft.
hand.
Oh no, we don't waft nothing. We just eat this.
Thank you. See?
She
Shove it in your mouth
dunked
right
it.
now.
That was a dunk right there.
Did you get it? Did you get a funfetti spike?
Jordan.
You just took half of the frosting.
Oh, I see. I get it.
No, I didn't.
Is it
This
vanilla
is how
frosting
you do it
and
right
cookies?
here.
Yeah,
Is
you
it
gotta
just
do it.
vanilla frosting and cookies?
Pretty much,
No,
yeah.
no, there's little candy pieces in the frosting. But yes, pretty much.
That's how you dunk it right there.
Donk.
Oh, I missed.
In a little bit, yeah. Don't worry, you dunked off of his face.
Hit
Oh,
the
Mama.
backboard.
Oh, mama.
Look, I
All right,
finished my
Daniel,
thing.
listen.
It's just like how I have trouble saying the word dinner.
Because that's what it is. Dinner.
No.
because you used to call your breasts dinners.
Well, that was because you watched them nurse, and to you, they were dinners.
And so now he hears dinner and he thinks mom's boobs.
Or just boobs in general.
Oh.
That's why I say supper more than anything.
They are there for a reason.
For me to play with. Brittany's at least.
Are really, really weird.
The new title of this video is Charlie has some Oedipus issues.
Inappropriate conversations to have with your mother.
Well, at least she didn't. At least she didn't hear the communion.
No.
Oh. They decided this was communion.
No, not they.
Oh yeah.
Not they.
Sorry. Charlie.
Well, I mean, they're small
The
and
idea.
The child you made with the leftover parts from me.
they're small enough to where they could be.
Dinner problem.
Communion is unleavened bread. No.
That's what I said.
What's
Bread.
what's unleavened?
It doesn't have sugar in it. It doesn't have yeast in it. It has
I
nothing inappropriate.
Bread.
Nothing that's
body.
I
inappropriate
specifically
for the body.
remember one time we had like oyster crackers for communion.
Flashing back to oyster crackers or something.
Well, they looked like oyster
Listen,
crackers to a small child.
Some churches just can't
But they really
afford to unfetter their bread.
And that was like the 90s.
Okay, look.
But nowadays,
It's in the
legit bread.
spirit of if you took the Dunkaroos in there and everybody could be serious.
Well, that's the problem.
That's where we lose it.
It is the
Because you can't go, hey-ya, the flesh and the blood.
the thought
In the middle of the
behind the action. It's the thought behind the action. You know people that can be good for the wrong reason, and that makes them not good.
Right.
She's saying the ends don't justify the means. That's why it's not fair to give your wife lingerie, because you're expecting something back.
To get to see it.
Is that why you've never given me lingerie? Interesting.
Yes.
I don't
Actually, I don't like for a man
I know.
to buy me lingerie because I want it to fit.
I have.
and
I
want
have
me
bought
to
you.
feel good in
I
it.
have bought you bras before though.
Every once in a while, but it's a very.
I've never.
very
No,
rare.
I don't
I
buy.
think maybe a total of like twice.
Oh, yes.
I don't buy lingerie because I know that I don't know Brittany's sizes and all that, and she'd probably be. Also, the other thing is she likes to go to
You're
Victoria's Secret,
32.
so she has expensive tastes.
Okay, I don't know it anymore then.
Nope, you don't. I never was a 32 double D, so I don't know how you got there.
I would say 34.
No, you were a single
Yes,
D.
and
34D. That's right.
Maybe while you were pregnant.
Your mother.
No, I
was.
was not.
And I actually had to look at her boobs because I was
What's
like,
her-
I don't.
Let's see. Hang on, let me see.
No,
I
they
could-
were.
well-
They were this. They were this size when I was pregnant. They were smaller before.
Charlie.
that.
Mine's probably A or B.
They never went back.
Charlie's a
I think
36A.
solid B.
Well, according to Victoria's
Yeah.
Secret, Brittany is a D.
Okay,
Yeah.
let me give you my
can
opinion
see
of
that.
Victoria's Secret.
Uh-oh.
They stopped carrying double D's in the store.
Yes, they did.
You know they used to make men's underwear?
That's true.
Matter of fact, that's how they started, I believe.
And
How
then
did you have so much more leftover frosting? When you
that's
just
what
had
I
that?
do.
You wanted to finger it.
Yeah, that's what I do. I just barely dip the icing and then I finger the rest of it.
That was the part of the conversation I wasn't paying attention.
I didn't
to.
want to finger it, that's just how it happened.